Finally, Asher Rosenberg's dream of finding out who our favorite Star Wars characters are. Soon, we shall have our revenge on his questions. We'll be back after the opening credits. Unchained with the Captain. Hey guys, welcome back to Unchained with the Captain. With me today is TheDoerle from Cooking with TheDoerle. We're here today to tell you about our favorite Star Wars characters.
First off, we have to say a big thanks to Asher Rosenberg. He's one of our Facebook buddies. He watches a lot of our videos. He's a big Star Wars collector. He suggested to us that we make an episode about our favorite characters, because we haven't done anything like that. So let's go ahead and start. Captain, why don't you start with your number 5 character?
Okay, my number 5 character is R2-D2.
Beep boop.
Beep boop, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice.
When I was growing up and I first saw the film, I didn't get to see it in the theaters, but my dad finally took me to see it at the local drive-in in 1978. R2-D2 was my favorite character at the time. I really loved him. You know, he's spot on. He's Johnny on the spot. You know, he gets things done.
You know, and that's not an uncommon opinion. A lot of people, R2 is their favorite character overall. I really like R2 because it's all his story. He's the only character that's there in all 6 of the movies
that remembers.
He doesn't get his memory wiped like 3PO at the end of Episode 3. So really, it is all R2's story. But we'll get to who the story is about later. Let's go with my number 5.
Alright, your number 5, Doerle, is
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
What an awesome character, you know, reintroducing the Sith in a very action-packed way. He's got a lightsaber we haven't seen. He's an alien with those red and black face tattoos and all the horns and everything. Now, those of you that don't know, he's actually from Dathomir. The witches of Dathomir, the Night Sisters, kept the males as warriors and servants, basically, and he's one of them, an Ithorian? No, not an Ithorian, Dathomirian, yeah. But I really felt like this character didn't get the service that he deserved. You know, he gets killed off in an amazingly epic battle scene with the music Duel of the Fates, which is my favorite piece of music from the prequels.
That's great music.
Yeah. John Williams hit a home run on that one.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Darth Maul, though, great character, a lot of fun. He was there. Wish he had more time and they developed him more, but that's why he's my number 5. How about you, Cap? What's your number 4?
All right, my number 4 is Chewbacca. How can you not love Chewbacca?
Yeah.
He's awesome. He's Han Solo's right-hand man.
Right.
And again, he gets shit done.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he tears arms out of sockets.
Yeah, he does.
He's a great mechanic. He's a great co-pilot. He's a really great character, and he has the last line in Empire or in A New Hope, after he doesn't get a medal.
Yeah. Chewie kind of got screwed on that.
Yeah.
I didn't see why Chewie didn't get a medal for that.
Yeah.
I mean, he was there. You know, Luke was there, Han Solo was there, Chewie was there.
Hell,
you know?
Chewie wanted to come back and help everybody before Han did.
That's true.
Because he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
He was kind of the light to Han's dark.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. All right, let's move on to your number 4, Doerle.
IG-88.
IG-88.
Oh, what a terrifying bounty hunter. And you only really know about him if you read the expanded universe stuff. The only time you see him is on the bridge of the Executor in Episode 5 when Vader's got all the other bounty hunters lined up. But I mean, a huge character. He's a machine. He's a droid, but he's gained sentience. And in the expanded universe, him and Boba Fett are fighting constantly. He's got clones of himself. He's taken a whole droid factory planet, killed all the humans, created very convincing facsimiles of humans, and nobody's the wiser. It's this whole droid planet that's making droids for IG-88, basically. Yeah.
Now, see, I don't know as much about IG-88 as you did. I mean, what I know about him comes from The Empire Strikes Back, obviously. But I always found him a fascinating character, and I actually had the IG-88 figure.
Oh, well, you know,
yeah, and it came out.
And actually in the collectibles market, IG-88 stuff, the old vintage stuff, is really desirable and high end. It's you know, it's along there with some of the other big name characters as far as price and rarity.
Oh wow!
And sometimes rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
My number 3 is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard for quite some time.
I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love everything about him. More so from the original trilogy. I mean, Ewan McGregor did a really good job.
Yeah.
He did a really good job. But
Yeah.
I mean, he just doesn't have that like panache that old Obi-Wan did.
Because you're talking about Ewan McGregor versus Sir Alec Guinness. This guy's classically trained. You know, he's played in Macbeth over and over again.
Yeah, he did a lot of stage work.
He's done a lot of stage work.
And he used to really get pissed off when people asked him about Star Wars.
Yeah, he thought the movies were going to ruin his career.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, but he did a great job, and I love the character. And
the wise old man, the hermit in the desert. You know.
Yeah, yeah, he knows what's up. All right, moving on. Durley's number 3 is
Boba Fett.
The Fett Man.
The most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. This guy is great, you know. He's only on screen a few times. He only has 5 lines. 6 if you count his scream as he's fallen into the Sarlacc. But everything this guy did, you know, I spoke to Jerry B. Bullock at a convention one year. And he's talking about how important it was, just the way he stood and moved, because every single one of his actions had to translate into something. Just such a great character, with having, you know, very few lines, but, you know, he talks to Darth Vader with impunity. He says he's no good to me dead, and he's very demanding with him. And Vader has respect for him.
Yeah.
So if Vader has respect for somebody, then you know they've got to be badass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. My number 2 is Yoda. I love Yoda. Yoda is awesome. Yoda is my co-pilot.
Yeah, Yoda's great. Voiced by Frank Oz. We see him in Empire and Jedi, and we also see him throughout the prequels. Very different Yoda. But yeah, Yoda is great. The Jedi Master. He, you know, very capricious. You know, just trying to have fun with being who he is. When Luke shows up on Dagobah, trying to trick him and really catch a feel of who he is.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yoda's great. So let's move on to Durley's number 2.
Emperor Palpatine, Darth Sidious. You know, this guy is the man. Everything that happens in 4, 5, and 6 has gone according exactly to his plans. You know, I like this character almost the most because of his lines in Jedi, when he's all excited and happy, when Vader and Luke are there and he says, "Oh, I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive." You know, just this feeling of glee within him. What a mastermind and a badass.
Played by Ian McDermott.
Yeah,
and he did a great job with it.
Yeah, you know, and he played the left hand against the right the entire time. Just what a master manipulator and great character. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Next.
All right. My number 1 is Han Solo. Han Solo, what can you say about Han Solo? He's a scoundrel. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's not scruffy looking. He flies the Falcon.
Well, maybe he is scruffy looking, but he's not a nerf herder.
No.
Whatever that is.
Oh, he's a hero. He's great. And there's a huge evolution of his character throughout the movies. You know, you start
absolutely
in episode 4 when he kills Greedo in cold blood.
Yeah, right. He just doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. You know, and then by the end, you know, he's like, he's
the hero. He's there.
He's meshed into these people. They're like his family now. You know,
right? Exactly. Yeah. Probably with a lot of help from Chewie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Absolutely. Who didn't get a medal?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Durley's number 1, and you can probably guess what it is if you know Durley.
I wonder who it could be.
Oh, look, it's Darth Vader.
What a shock.
What a shocker.
Obviously, Darth Vader is my favorite character. You know, I've seen him from my toys, my shirts, they know who I talk about. And, you know, I said earlier with our first character, R2-D2, it's R2-D2's story, but it's R2-D2's story about Darth Vader.
Absolutely.
It's about a boy and his rise to power and his rise to power, like I just said, then his fall from grace, then his eventual turn back to the light side.
Mm-hmm.
And R2 got to see it all, or at least was privy to knowledge of it all.
Exactly.
But it's all about him. I mean, the focus of 4, 5, and 6 was about him, and and Luke was there as an important character, but I really think all the movies were more about Darth Vader, with his fall from the dark side and return to the light and changing who he was, because he made all these events transpire too.
Exactly.
He's the one that said he wanted to keep Luke alive.
Yeah.
He's the one that wanted to train him and bring him before Palpatine, and eventually it was him and Luke. It was their encounter that made him realize that Palpatine was wrong.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That whole story arc from 1 to 6 is Darth Vader, basically. Taking him from a little kid to turn into the dark side, and then ended up turning back to the Jedi side.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, Asher and everyone else out there, we hope you enjoyed our top 10 videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe to us. We'll be putting more content up very soon. Sorry, we haven't been putting much up.
The weather has been really terrible in Illinois, if you haven't checked the weather map lately.
And considering where we live, it's just difficult to get back and forth to each other's studios.
We are buried in snow.
Well, until next time, may the Force be with you.
Always.